Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always, and we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 best weapons in Season 4. Now, the meta did slightly change in Season 4. I made a complete video about this as well, and some guns got buffed, some guns obviously also got nerfed, and some guns I wouldn't even considered like top tier guns in the past are now really good in Season 4. So we're going to be taking a look at all of those guns in this video, and if you guys do happen to enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also tell me what are your top 5 picks for the best weapons in Season 4. Comment down below and let me know what you actually think would be in that list. Also, guys, let me just plug my Discord server real quick again. I made a Discord server like 2 weeks ago, I think, and we're growing so quickly. We already passed 100 members. So if you guys haven't joined my Discord server as yet, I'll leave the link below. Come say hi. It's a really fun time, and I guarantee that you guys will have a very fun time in my Discord server. So yeah, but enough talk. Let's take a look at the top 5 best weapons in Season 4. Alright, guys, so first up we have a gun that was really quite forgettable in all of the previous seasons of Apex, and this is the L-Star. Now, the only reason this gun is really even being talked about in Season 4 is because it's no longer a supply drop weapon, and you can actually find this gun anywhere around the map right now, and it's also a very deadly gun as well. Now, just some quick facts about this gun. Obviously it takes energy ammo, but it also really doesn't ever have to reload. It just overheats, and it's very easy to actually tell when this gun is going to overheat, so you could actually get away with many insane plays, mainly because this gun really never has to reload, right? This gun also has insane damage. Like, the DPS of this gun actually rivals the R99, which, as we know, has been the best DPS gun for pros and stuff for a very long time in Apex, right? But since Season 4 dropped, I've actually been seeing this gun being used more and more, and it's just becoming kind of meta right now. Like, you will be seeing this gun a lot more as Season 4 progresses, and before Respawn actually nerfs this gun, I think you should give it a try. Use it right now because it's very effective. Now, just some quick tips on how you should actually use this gun. I would say you should always be in close to medium range because it's not very good at long range. Like, it kind of misses every single shot once you get into the medium to long range, so close range is always ideal when using this L-Star. And you also should use a medium to long range weapon when using the L-Star, so a G7 Scout, the R301, the Hemlock. All of those guns are really good when paired with the L-Star because they make up for the lack of range that the L-Star doesn't have. So yeah, the G7, the R301, the Hemlock, the Wingman even are also really good guns to use when using the L-Star. Alright, so the second gun on my list is actually the R99, and by the way, guys, this list isn't in any particular order. Like, all of these guns are good in their own right. I'm not saying which gun is the best or which gun is the worst. All of these guns are just the top 5 in my opinion right now in the game. So yeah, the R99 is the second gun on my list. Now, this gun really doesn't need any introduction. Like, it's always been a very effective weapon since Apex came out. It's just very good. The DPS, it's good at close range. A lot of pros have always used the R99 as their like main gun, and that should tell you how good and how effective it is. Now, in Season 4, this gun actually did get a nerf. They reduced the damage from 12 to 11, so it's not as good as it was in the previous seasons, but it still is a very reliable and competitive gun to use in Apex. It always will be, I think, unless they nerf it into the ground, but the R99 is still a very good gun to use. Obviously, because of the fire rate of this gun, it fires so quickly, it does so much damage that it just always will be very good at close range. So the R99 also made my list. It's still a very good gun and you guys should still use it. Next up, we have the Wingman. Now, the Wingman has always been a very difficult gun for many people to use, mainly because you have to be very accurate when using this gun. Like, you can't just miss shots and expect to kill people. You have to actually get your shots on, time your shots and stuff, and you have to have good aim if you want to use the Wingman. It's a very high risk, high reward gun. But if you're someone who's actually managed to become very effective with this gun, like, you know how to use it, you know how to aim with it, and you just know how to be effective with this gun, it's always going to be very good, and there's no difference in Season 4. It's still going to be a very good gun to use. It does 94 damage for a headshot, which is insane damage if you actually manage to get your headshots, and it's just overall a very good gun once you know how to use it. If you really don't know how to use the Wingman and you miss all your shots, I don't recommend using it whatsoever because you will just not really do well. But if you do know how to connect all your shots with this gun and you've kind of mastered it at this point, then it should be a very good gun to use in Season 4 still. still. The R301 is also on my list because the R301 will always be the all-round most effective gun in any scenario in this game to use. This gun is good at close range because of the fire rate. It's also pretty good at medium range, and it's just overall a very all-rounded gun. Like, it doesn't do anything particularly really well, it just does everything good, which just makes it a very comfortable gun to use. Like, the R301 will always be the standard assault rifle in Apex, the go-to assault rifle in Apex, and it's always going to be a very usable and effective gun in this game. So it's really no surprise that this gun made my list. It's always going to be very effective, it's always going to be good, and that's why it's actually been such a consistent gun throughout all of the seasons in Apex. So yeah, and the last gun we're going to be taking a look at today is the G7 Scout. The G7 did get a slight nerf in season 4. They reduced the fire rate from 4.5 to 4, which is a big change. So you're not going to be able to spam the trigger as much as you used to be able to do in season 3 and stuff, but it still is very good and also effective. You also now can't use any sniper optics with this gun. You can only use assault rifle optics because it's been moved from the sniper rifle class to the assault rifle class, so that kind of changes up the gun as well. But you can still throw on a 3x scope with this gun and still get very decent range, so it's not that big of a deal. The G7 is still a very big contender in season 4, also in ranked and competitive play and stuff, and you should still use it because it's still very deadly. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to actually let me know what your top 5 guns in Apex right now are. Comment down below and tell me, and I'll see you guys in some more Apex. Till next time.